Hello and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke, with an E. That was a very extravagant E. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Do let us know. studio@shopontv.co.uk or message the studio through shopontv.co.uk. Would love to hear from you. Now, tonight is all about, or today, or whatever you want to call it, is all about beautification, ladies and gentlemen. Skincare that actually works. Skincare that actually does something. Skincare that is clinically proven to do what it says on the tin. And here tonight we have, backed by popular demand, not only the representative of our #1 selling beauty product on Shop on TV and one of the top selling beauty products the world over, but also a man who for the past 3 decades, although he doesn't look a day over 42, has been formulating, and I mean, he's literally the scientist guy with the test tubes and all that kind of stuff, formulating top quality skincare for the world's most elite celebrities, athletes, you name it, people with all manner of means at their disposal, but also for everybody else too. And tonight is the show for everybody else too, including myself, because I've been using this religiously for several months, and it is absolutely brilliant. It's the best skincare I've ever used, and I've had the benefit of using dozens of different types of skincare over the years, and so I can tell you I am the ultimate product tester here. So stay tuned, because if you've never discovered MIE before, you're gonna wanna. If you have things like psoriasis, if you have any kind of skin conditions, we may have a solution for you. And obviously we're not doctors and we're not going to prescribe anything for you, but we do have some skincare, again, solutions that have been shown, and we can show you tonight to have worked on numerous people who've used them. So without further ado, let me introduce that man, that myth, that legend, the one, the only, Richard Mears. Good to see you, dear boy.
And to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can live up to that introduction, Rob.
Yeah, well, you certainly, I mean, the way you look is already, you're already an advocate for what you preach, because clearly you practice it.
Well, yes. I mean, I've been involved in something like 2,500 products in my career.
Wow.
And the first 2 products up tonight, that one product, one of the first I created, is the only product from the day I created it have I used religiously. That's not very good English, is it? It's the only product I've ever created where from the day I invented it, I have used it religiously from day one, and I still use it to this day. Same
as do I, and it's award-winning as well. We've got the awards on the table. You'll see them at some point. So we're going to come to this in a moment. It's 045001. This is your AM and PM, so you get your day cream and your night cream. But here's the thing, $45.99 is the price for both. If you were to buy them individually, it would cost you £91, £45 savings. In actual fact, you're kind of getting the AM for free, or if you're buying the, or the PM for free, whichever way you want to look at it. They are available individually on our website, but please don't buy them individually. That's just to show you the pricing. Get the duo set and run to the phones, run to the website to get them, because these always sell out, and they are just, I can't even describe them. They're so good. One of our best sellers. Now, also on the show tonight, we have this. Glow. You want to glow? Now, this is brand new, isn't it? The Glow. It's the vitamin C serum, isn't it? Is that the one we're talking about? And it's back in stock tonight. It sold out last time.
Yes, it's the brand new launch, and it's one of the highest strength vitamin C serums I know of anywhere in the world. And what does it do?
There it is.
It gives you hydration straight away, and it gives you an instant glow.
Yes.
So very often people will use this like instead of the AM. I'm not saying don't buy the AM, for instance.
No, sure.
But some people find that a cream can be a heavier product, especially post-menopause, during menopause, when you have those hot flushes, which are genuinely very hot. You can use this. What it does do is give you an instant glow. And here we go. This is what it does. And this is just 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Good Lord.
So, beautiful lady on the left, on the right-hand side, still this beautiful lady, but look how much brighter she is. Look under the eyes.
Yes.
That's been...
By the way, the lips, that's a different thing. We'll talk about those in a moment.
We'll talk about the lips later. Again, we can see the lady on the left, older lady here. On the right-hand side, look how much the pores have been smoothed out. look how much brighter she looks.
Yeah.
Brighter skin is associated with more youthful skin. Brighter skin, therefore, makes you look younger. But if you look at the texture of the skin as well, it's a lot smoother.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
wear makeup if you had skin that looked like that?
Absolutely
Possibly
not. No, probably not. Moving on, because it's just a preview. We will come back to that later. And of course, we're live and interactive. So if there's anything you specifically want us to show you and talk about ahead of time, just drop us an email, shoot us a message, and we will. This also sold out the last time we were on air together. It's back in stock again for you tonight. Another one of our absolute all-time favourites.
Sorry to interrupt, but
No,
we hardly
please.
ever get to talk about this, right?
No, I know. It sells out before we get to it, doesn't it?
Because they're always very limited stock here, especially with this particular product.
Yeah.
People know it, they trust it. As you know, we are the highest rebought item on your entire channel.
Yes, yes.
This one, because you know how good it is, you buy this without us even talking about it. It's always gone before we have a chance to talk about it.
And here's why. Look at what it does. It does seem almost miraculous.
Yeah, so it's 20% thicker lashes within 2 minutes if you use it for 2 weeks, repeatedly over 2 weeks, 40% thicker, 20% longer. And it does not speed up the life cycle of your lash. This is not a mascara. You can add your mascara to it. So this is makes your lashes themselves 20% thicker in 2 minutes.
Look, you can see.
And,
what's this all about?
When we do like visual assessments, we do them under an electron microscope. So this is what happens to a lash, or what happened to a lash within 2 minutes of application. So you can see it's smoother, the shinier it is, the more nourished it is, increase in tensile strength, which means it doesn't snap, and you can see it's 20% thicker.
Yeah, and stands for micron, by the way. This is just $23.99. It's basically half price, back in stock. Get it while you can, because it's not going to last throughout the show. Now, also, if you were to go to shopontv.co.uk, you'll see live on air, shop now. Scroll down and you'll see everything that we have on the show. We've got the 3D lips, we've got the Deep Line Elixir, we have the Recovery Night Cream, Firming Eye Serum, the Lip Plumping Duo. You actually get two of those. Sorry, is that right? Oh, never mind. We're going to show you the right image in a second, sorry. But yeah, that's on there too. And it's basically you get two for the price of one. It's extremely good. So apparently we've got the wrong image on the website. We apologise for that. But the product is still... Which one have they got to choose? Lip Plumping Duo. Oh, it's got the eye serum pictures on there. We do apologise for that. So where it says the 3D Lip Plumping Duo set, that is correct. Just ignore the image, and our producer Leslie will make a note and tell our web people tomorrow to fix it. But yeah, $31.50. Is that right? $31.50? Good. Back in stock. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's get going with the hero of the show, which is the AM PM. So we're going to start with the PM, and then we're going to move to the AM. So what I would recommend, if you have any questions for Richard, he and his entire team are available at your disposal. He tonight in the studio, of course, but if you have any queries of things that, sort of deeper issues that you may have about your skin, then he still can help. So it's worth getting in touch, because he will then get in touch with you and hopefully find a remedy for whatever it is, that may be ailing you. So, PM, where did it all start?
So, PM, night cream, funnily enough.
Yeah.
So, with the night cream, when I first set about this, I wanted to create a product that would do everything your skin needs in one application. Sounds weird, sounds impossible. We had it tested, and there is nothing you can comment or measure about your skin that this product does not improve. So
say that again.
Think about that.
Yeah, say it again.
There is nothing you can comment or measure about your skin that this does not improve. This improves everything. So, application-wise, at night, so you would cleanse your skin. If you're using water, it's not a problem. Just allow a couple of minutes to allow any excess moisture to come off your skin. Then, one pump only. Do not apply it direct to your face, just one pump on the back of your hand. The reason we put it on the back of the hand, this is a very, very active product, which means there's less water. So you put it on the back of the hand, and you don't think this is enough to do your whole face, but it is. Then you simply dip your finger in and then apply it like a colour. Dot it around your face, and then smooth it in. Always an outward motion. So why do we say put it on the back of the hand, then around? Highly active, less water. So it's warming on the back of your hand, warming on your face, and then that is enough to do your face, to go around your eyes and even down onto your neck. And it totally absorbs within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Within 2 minutes, all you will feel is soft, smooth skin. You won't feel any residue, nothing. So within 2 minutes, you can sleep on a silk pillow, no rub off. This is a lady, this is 1 hour after using the night cream. On the left-hand side, beautiful lady. On the right-hand side, still a beautiful lady, but now with firmer, more energized, brighter skin. That's just 1 hour. Its full result is 8 hours after application. So this is side by side. Now you can see the true difference.
And we should explain that on all these images, because by law this is what we have to do, same camera, same lighting, same position, same lens, same operator, everything. In fact, don't you always say there has to be a camera filming the camera?
Yes, we have a camera taking a photograph of the camera to show that it's the same lens, it's the same distance.
Yes.
We have to show the light meter to show it's the same lighting.
Yeah.
Because if you change lighting, you can make things appear different.
So this is purely the product that has done this.
Just 1 hour.
Wow.
And then, so as well as showing you the befores and afters, which we'll show you a few more, we'll also show you statistics. So what we like to show you is different ethnicities, different age profiles, because in our testing, we test on 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, Asian, Caucasian, Afro-Caribbean, Hispanic, oily, T-zone, dry, combination, male, female. And basically, if you have skin, this will work and has been proven to work on you. So this lady here is, I think she's about 27, 28, something like that. And again, you can see the difference. She's got beautiful skin on the left. On the right-hand side, she's still got beautiful skin, just brighter, smoother, more energized.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, just 1 hour. Its full results are about 8 hours away.
You recommend you put this on before you go to bed, and also you recommend that because otherwise people will tend to use too much of it. Is that right?
Well, it's designed to work with your skin's metabolism. Your skin's metabolism is primarily on repair at night.
Yeah.
It repairs all the time,
Yeah.
but primarily at night.
At night, yes, yeah.
So you don't have to put it on just before you go to bed.
No, but in the evening sometime.
But in the evening. So what we do now, we've shown you some befores and afters, but we don't say long-lasting moisturization because what does long-lasting mean?
Yeah.
It's an ill-defined. Moisturization is only ever temporary. Hydration is deep within your skin. If you are hydrated, you're plumped, you're brighter, you're smoother. So we don't want to say long-lasting. What we wanted to do is tell you how much, how long.
Yes.
And what we do here is that we show you our lowest figures, our highest and our average. Why do we show you our lowest figures? We show you our lowest figures because, number one, we're transparent. Number two, it shows we had a 100% success rate, every single person. Mm-hmm. And it also demonstrates this is on our younger audience.
Right, right.
So even on our 20-year-olds, we're getting this result.
Wow.
So this is the hydration 12 hours after the first and initial application. So it doesn't take 12 hours to work. 12 hours afterwards, it's still, your skin is still on average 117% more hydrated than what it was 12 hours before you applied the product.
And even the 20-year-olds are getting 74% increase. I mean, that's extraordinary. And the older people are up to 181%.
The highest year are going to be on our 70-year-olds, the lowest are going to be on our 20-year-olds.
Yeah, so it's
we
never
always
too late
refer
to
to the average.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I always say, very often people say to me, I'm too old, my skin's too this, it's too that, it's too the other. No, 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 no. The worse condition your skin is in, the worse aged your skin is, the more dramatic the change will be.
Sure.
And we can show you some other figures. Elasticity, if I can actually say the word. Elasticity. What is elasticity? It's the firmness of your skin. So if you pinch your skin, how fast does it recover?
Yeah.
So 1 hour, average 99%. Now we're showing you what's called a cumulative build. So over time, you get a better and better and better result. So 99% in 1 hour average, 4 weeks, 131%. This is repeated use. 6 weeks, 148%. Our worst result there, 97.
Gosh.
Highest on a 70-year-old, 194%. So we've got about 60 or 70 stats we can share with you on this, but we like to do just a couple.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will bore you to death with all our
But
statistics.
to point out that just very quickly, the lowest, so you're talking about the 20-somethings, after, I think it was after 6 weeks, the elasticity of their skin is double what it was before they started using the cream. 4 times as much if you're in the 70 sort of category.
Exactly.
Extra. I mean,
And
look, yeah.
I've just applied
Clinically
it.
proven, yeah. Yeah.
These are measurements. They're
Yes,
not
yes.
visual assessment from 6 feet or something like that. These are measured. So we use, well, not us, our independent clinical laboratory, nothing to do with us, physically measures this on laboratory equipment. But let me show you what elasticity means. So I've just applied the product, so you can see for a start, we've got a different colour. But let me just show you. So this is my one hand. So you can see it's thin skin.
Yeah.
And it comes back
Takes time, yeah.
slowly.
Slowly.
I just applied the product.
You can't even grip it. Hey, let's have a go.
Look, I'm going in deep.
Going in. You just can't get it. That is extraordinary.
And
That is extraordinary.
it happens very, very quickly. But
Yeah.
you can see those statistics, if I can say that word. On average, 99% firmer. We're not tightening, we're firming. 99% firmer on average in 1 hour, 148 in 6 weeks.
Why is tightening bad?
Tightening is bad because when you tighten things, they talk about freezing the muscles.
Yes.
So when you pinch your skin, and how does it recover? It works on something called elastins. Elastins, I'm going to simplify it, but they're sort of like this. So as you stretch the skin, they go like that.
Yeah.
And then the more you got, the quicker they come back. Springiness, your elasticity.
Yeah.
When you use a tightening product or you use certain injections which talk about the freezing of muscles, what they actually do is they force them shut. So it's a good effect.
Yeah.
However, when you force them shut, they embrittle and they break. And once they're gone,
They don't come
that's
back.
it. They're gone.
Really?
So over
time.
over a 2 to 3 year period, you lose approximately 20% of your natural mechanics. That is why, and we've all seen them, you see certain sort of celebrities on the TV screen and they turn into like Lord Voldemort.
Yes.
Because their natural elasticity is gone and they have to pump more and more and more product in to firm up.
Yeah. Got to check out, folks. It's hugely busy out there. You know, we knew it was going to be. This will only work if you buy it. Again, just to reiterate, all these results are clinical trials, just like, you know, medicines go through. In most cases, double blind. So the people being tested on and the people doing the testing have no idea who's got a placebo and who's got the actual product. Some of them are what do they call it? Individual studies. So the person having it. Do they? Well, actually, no. You explain. What is it? If it's not a double blind, what's the other one? But they all go through a clinical. You explained this to me last time, and I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
So the PM, the night cream year, was a double blind.
Double blind, yeah.
That means that people get a placebo, other people get the real product.
Yeah.
And neither the users nor the assessors know who's got what.
Yes.
The assessors soon know. And the participants soon
know because the results are so visible.
Because the results are so dramatic.
Yeah.
If it's not a double blind, it's just a clinical study.
Okay, just a clinical. Okay, fine, fair enough. We've got lots and lots of customers who contact us as well. And Laura, who she watches every time, I'm sure she's watching tonight. Hi, Laura, how are you doing? She had a problem with psoriasis, wasn't it? And this on the left, now I promise you this is not red lighting. That is her actual skin. Now, obviously, individual results vary, but look at the difference between before she started using the AM, PM and the after.
Yeah, so I always say if you've got any issues or any questions, please contact us live. Laura did so. Because Laura's issue was such, we said, look, leave your details and I will contact you tomorrow. One of my team will contact you tomorrow. We'll arrange for a private consultation and we will advise you what we consider to be the right course of action.
Yes.
Which we did with Laura, and this is a 2-week result. And imagine how Laura felt on the left and how she felt on the right.
Yeah.
And Laura was very brave and very kind to say, you can use my photos. These are Laura's photos, Laura herself. And then we can also show you what happened after 3 months. of using our night cream and our day cream, our AM and our PM. I mean, it looks two different women. This is exactly the same woman before and 3 months later.
Yeah.
Imagine
now, I will point
how
out,
she feels 3 months later.
Now, I will point out, obviously, those are in different locations, the lighting is slightly different, but nevertheless, you know, you can still see that the incredible transformation that she went through. We've got somebody else we're going to show later. In fact, I think we're showing him now. So Peter also had a really bad problem with psoriasis on his legs, I understand.
Yes. So again, Peter contacted us live.
Wow.
We give a private consultation. Now, in this particular one, the psoriasis here is particularly acute. So you've got that silvery
plaque
skin on the top.
Yeah.
So this is 5 weeks later. So he contacted us, I think it was in the December show. This is 5 weeks later. You can see all of the silvery side has gone, and the actual size of the whole thing has reduced.
Yeah.
And over the next several weeks, which hopefully Peter will share some more photos, that darkness will also continue to diminish.
Yeah.
That's just 5 weeks later.
I've had that.
Very acute case.
Yes, it's going to take time for them to heal, obviously, but you can see what the creams are doing, which is incredible. Now, again, individual results vary, but I will say this. If you've got any kind of skin condition, I'm going to be careful how I put this, but and you're not sure whether the AM PM is the right choice, and even if you don't get a consultation directly with Richard's team, I think it's safe to say that you can still try it, because didn't you say that somebody who had such sensitive skin they could only use water on it, they were fine with the AM PM? Yeah,
so you know, we can never say this will work on, well, we can say it will work on everyone's skin in terms of what we say it will work on. If you have a particular problem, if you have a personal issue, or you have something that you need to ask, it's not a problem. Get in touch. If we can't answer it live on air, what we will do is we will take your details. I will then arrange for either myself or one of our lead estheticians to contact you. We will arrange then a consultation with you. It would happen over a computer, over a phone, where we talk to you, we understand your issues, we understand any medication, and then we can advise you separately.
Absolutely. So please, you know, number one, if you're not sure, give the AM PM a go, because the chances are, it's almost a certainty that there's not going to be any adverse reaction that you would have. Now, obviously, if you have a really serious condition, consult your doctor or your esthetician. Not esthetician, is that the right word? Your skin specialist. What do they call them? My brain's not working tonight. Dermatologist, that's the word I was looking for. Medical professional,
Well, doctor.
Doctor, okay, doctor,
But you can contact us and we can advise on what sort of products and whether they are good for you or not.
Yes.
In terms of your basic skin, one of our customers once said live on air, if you have skin, this will work. If you have skin, this is for you. So that's the PM.
Didn't the people testing it, weren't they rather surprised by how good it was?
Well, it's one of the largest testing houses in the world.
Yeah.
And they had said, we have never in our entire history tested any product which scored so high in every criteria. Never.
In other words, there's nothing in a bottle that you put on your skin that they've tested that's as good as that. If you haven't used that, you have not benefited ever, probably, from what that can do for you. It's that good. By the way, can I just, sorry, Richard, very quickly, got to update you on the lash and brow. It's flying. Oh, but before I go there, I'll just remind you, the PM on its own is worth £49.50. So you're making a huge saving by getting both, because you get both of them for £45.99. The day is £41.50 on its own, so a total of £91. You get them both for £45.99. So check out your baskets. 10% of a massive stock has already been accounted for. And also, I'm getting all croaky, excuse me, 10% of a decent stock of our lash and brow has also sold out. This always happens. We never even get to this. We rarely ever get to talk about it. Check out quickly. Do you want to do a couple of words on the lash and brow?
Yeah, the lash and brow. So on the lash and brow, there are lots of products out there that work, and generally they will make your lash longer. And what they do is they speed up your life cycle. I don't know of any products out there that make your lashes thicker and longer.
Yeah.
So you apply it like a mascara. It's on a mascara brush. When you first withdraw it, if you look at the brush, it doesn't look like there's any product on there, but there is.
Yeah.
It's a very, very lightweight serum. So you apply it like a mascara, root to tip. It's important you go root to tip. It needs to touch your eyelid. Root to tip, one stroke only. Don't go 2, 3. One stroke. You will think there's nothing on your lash, but there is. Trust me. One stroke, one stroke, one stroke.
If you do more than one stroke, what happens?
If you do more than one stroke, you can over-apply. There's no problem with over-applying as such. However, if you over-apply and then apply your mascara will clump. And apparently and allegedly, according to all the women that I talked to about this, that is a hideous thing. So one stroke only. Do your top, do your bottom. You can also do your brow. If you are older and part of what I understand was called the Dolly Parton look, you may have overplucked and now your brow is very thin. Well, good news. What you do is use the product specifically on the brow at night if you've got the Dolly Parton look. Then you just use the brush, go with the brow, then against the brow, take your finger and then give it quite a firm rub. Not for 10 seconds, just 2 or 3 or 4 little things, that's it.
I'm going to stop you.
Usually you get a brow back within 4 to 8 weeks.
4 to 8 weeks. Get it in your basket and check her out. The reason I'm cutting you off is because we are going to talk about it in more detail, but it's flying. 20% of the stock has gone already. It's really impressive stuff. So we talked about the PM, and let's talk about the AM. I just want to, by the way, if you've never met Richard before, and I know I gave him a big intro, but a very truthful intro at the start of the show, but if you've just tuned in, there's one thing you always say, Richard, which to me is one of the most impressive things any individual has ever said to me in their life, and that is, do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I have never met any woman in the UK who's not used a product I've been involved with ever. I haven't. Ever.
And you're this is the formulator. Some of the richest and most famous people on the planet hire this guy, and then you actually have a whole department specifically for those very, very sort of people of significant means, don't you? So, and I'm not saying that necessarily makes them special just because they've got a lot of money or they're famous, but what I'm saying is they literally have the resources to have anything they want, and what this man gives them, he's then rather sneakily, I think, put in some bottles that we can buy, and the formulas are almost, in most cases, are identical, aren't they?
No.
No? Okay. All right then.
The technology
Wasn't there one that is, though? No.
There's one that is.
Right, okay.
There is one that is, and it's later on in the show.
Okay.
So what happens is we have a separate business where if you're a person of very significant means, we will investigate your skin, and by investigating it, we actually photograph everything. And we have technologies and understanding to trigger the one thing or the 2 things that your skin needs. Your skin doesn't necessarily need everything.
Right.
So if you don't want to go under the knife, we can trigger certain aspects within your skin to do whatever we need it to do. And then we develop the product, you use the product, 3 months later you come back and we show you pictures of your collagen, pictures of your keratinocytes.
Yeah.
Whatever it is we said we're going to do for you, we then prove that we've done it.
So it's a bespoke formulation, so that's why it wouldn't be in a formulation for everybody. I understand now. But except for one, which was done for probably the most famous woman on the planet. And we'll come to that later. Now, let's go to the morning, shall we?
The morning. So most people call a day cream a moisturiser. Moisturisation is only ever temporary. Moisturisation is only lasting in a couple of hours. So when you read a thing that says long-lasting moisturisation, what does it mean? We go with hydration. Hydration is drinking a glass of water, moisturisation, standing in a shower. So deep hydration. So what we wanted to do is create a product that would deeply hydrate. We want it to last a long time, and we want it to do everything else you want it to do as well. So what does it do? So this lady, sort of mid-30s, on the left-hand side, great skin. On the right-hand side, look how much brighter, look how much smoother. Want to draw your attention also to the cheek.
Yes.
What this product also does is it exemplifies or amplifies the apple cheek.
Right.
And I don't know if we can do this, but if we can zoom in on the forehead, because this is a great result.
Yeah, we'll do it
here.
next time. We'll do
We'll
it,
do it next
shortly.
time.
Shortly. Well, later in the show, I meant. Sorry.
You can probably see already on the left-hand side, the skin is very uneven. On the right-hand side, all of a sudden, very much more even. So we go to the next. This is just 30 minutes. So
amazing.
Again, you apply it like the night cream. So this lady, 57, on the left-hand side, great skin for 57. On the right-hand side, look how much brighter it is. Look how
also
much
the wrinkles
smoother
I'm
it
seeing.
is.
Or not seeing.
Again, you've got the apple cheek, and look at the jawline as well. It's a lot sharper.
Yeah.
13 minutes. So what we find with a lot of clients here, and so this is side by side, so you can see the whole face. How much younger does she look on the right? She only looks younger because of the brightness of the skin.
Yeah.
So when we talk about brightness, we can measure brightness. And on average, we increase the luminosity of your skin, which is how you technically describe the brightness of the skin, by 8%. 8% doesn't sound a lot. If you were to have laser treatment, 3 or 4 treatments, very painful, several £100 each, the best expected luminosity build, 7 to 9%.
Good Lord.
So we're giving you average 8%.
Let's see them. Let's see the numbers, shall we? Look at this. I love the way you always talk about the fact that whoever gives their lowest results. So their lowest results is almost comparable to laser.
Well, I don't know any brand in the world which gives the lowest results. Normally, brands say up to, or 80% of people felt that. These are all measurements. So this is just 30 minutes. Average 8% luminosity. Highest is on a 70-year-olds, 11%. Wow. Lowest on our 20-year-olds, 5%. But we're totally transparent. We tell you our lowest, our highest, and our average.
Yeah.
Just 30 minutes. So what we find with a lot of clients, and even front of house people, so beauticians, hairdressers, receptionists, maitre d's, those front of house people, they actually use the product and then simply apply mascara and walk out the door. So no makeup.
No makeup.
So you use makeup to amplify and sort of complement your better features and to cover up what you consider to be your worst features.
Yeah.
And very often we're using makeup to brighten our skin, luminize our skin. Why do it? Why fake it?
Yeah.
So
well, also, people are paying all that money for laser and all that, going through all that pain, for the luminosity build to get results that are comparable from a cream that you can buy right now.
In 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
On day one.
On day. I mean, it's just, it sounds too good to be true, but it is true because it's empirically, scientifically proven to be true.
It's measured.
Measured.
So hydration increase. We don't say long lasting. What we had this time, we had the laboratory measure the hydration levels of the skin 24 hours after the first and initial application. So it doesn't take 24 hours to work. So your skin is measured, let's say 9 o'clock on Monday morning. You apply the product and you go and do your day. 9 o'clock on the Tuesday morning, we measure it again.
Yeah.
Not we, the independent clinical laboratory.
Yes, yes.
And on average, 27% more hydrated 24 hours later.
Yeah.
Again, our highest is on our 70-year-olds. Our lowest is on our 20-year-olds. But even on our 20-year-olds, we're achieving results.
Yeah.
So we show you the lowest to show we had a 100% success rate. And we show you our highest, not because we say up to. We're just demonstrating that very often people can say, well, I'm 60, I'm 70, I'm 75. Nothing is going to work on me. Well, yes, it does.
In fact, it will work better.
It's a more dramatic change.
And again, you test, or the clinical trial people test on all ethnicities, all age groups, men, women. I mean, these tests we know work specifically on just about any type of skin, don't we?
Yeah, and you mentioned men.
Yeah, men, look at this.
Man. And again, 30
Sorry,
minutes
we
later,
couldn't find anyone better looking.
He's a smokingly hot gentleman. On the left-hand side, smokingly hot. On the right-hand side, still smokingly hot, but just brighter, smoother. Very often people say, he looks as if he's been on holiday.
He does,
Not in the sun,
yeah,
but looks as if he's been on holiday.
Slightly more
looks
mysterious
relaxed.
on the right as well, I think.
So male, female, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, Asian, Caucasian, Afro-Caribbean, Hispanic, oily skin, T-zone, dry, combination. It doesn't matter.
All tested.
And proven.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. It is super busy. Let's introduce you once again to two of our real customers who through our show got in touch, and we then referred them to Richard because they were the questions we couldn't answer. So look, if you have any issue with your skin whatsoever, contact us now. Just email studio@shopontv.co.uk. You need to email because we need to pass your details on to Richard, and they will get in touch with you and they will help, and they will recommend what the best sort of course of action is.
And it may be we could answer it live on air.
If we can, obviously we can't answer specific medical questions on the air.
No, that's why we take you offline.
Right, because we're not doctors, but there are specialists at Richard's company that can answer those questions, and that's exactly what Laura did. She got in touch and live through the show, and Richard said, look, let's take this offline and we'll discuss it. On the left you can see she has very, very bad psoriasis, and after just 2 weeks of continued use with the AM/PM, nothing else, just the AM/PM, $45.99, it's all bar gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's dramatically
improved.
Dramatically improved. And also, you can see puffiness around the eye has diminished.
Yeah.
There's some lines there. The eyelids have all, the swelling side of it has diminished quite a lot there as well. And then, with continued use over a few months, 3 months.
3 months later, this is what Laura looked like. And I'm sure has continued to improve even since then. I want to talk about continued use because I was sold this line that you need to change up your skincare because eventually your skin gets used to it. So if someone like Laura has, or Pete, who we'll see in a moment, has a condition, how can they keep using it if eventually it's going to stop working?
Well, it's a bit of a myth. There is one element of truth to it. If you are using a product which triggers the chondria,
yeah,
the chondria does have a memory system.
Right.
So if you are specifically, I can't get my words out.
I'm having the same problem tonight.
Specifically, if a product is specifically triggering that, it does have a memory, and then you need to switch it up.
And what kind of product would...
Very few products do. And if they do trigger it, they'll be screaming about it on the box. So most products promise you very little. And that's why they say change it up, change it up, change it up. Right. Because you think, it's not quite working, so you change it up.
It's actually the fact that the product's just ineffective, yeah.
Yeah, so, what you've got to do is read the box. This is Pete.
Pete, yeah, wow.
He contacted us, I think it was December, with you, Rob, actually.
Yes.
And he has got, I know this is his legs, but anyway, this is very acute psoriasis. So you've got all that silvery on the top. This is damaged skin, dry skin, very acute.
Yeah.
5 weeks later, you have the right. So we've cleared up all of the really bad top layers.
Yeah.
And now we're getting to grips with the bottom layer. So you can see it's got less angry. You can see it's smaller. There's still discoloration there.
That takes time.
We believe that over time that will diminish. But,
We'll
Peter has promised
he's
to
going to
keep
let
us
know.
Updated.
I want to. Oh wow! 20% of the stock is now accounted for. I have psoriasis. I have psoriasis in my hand, which finally, by the way, is the creams are clearing up. But I don't think I've ever talked about. Looking at Pete's legs, I had this sort of strange discoloration. It was a patch about the size of that, and I didn't know what it was, and it was very soft to the touch. And one night I got into bed and I caught it on the edge of the bed, and it ripped the top layer of skin off, and there was just this sort of gooey ooze underneath, and I'm like, what in the name of... So I did that, bit of TCP, bit of this, bit of that, and then I realised that actually it probably was a patch of psoriasis, so what did I do? I started using the AM/PM on it, and within about... Now, it's healed, but again, the discoloration takes a little bit of time to go away. It's now firm, normal skin again after about 4 weeks, I think, something like that.
Yeah, the products do significantly assist repair.
Yes, yes.
And they do specifically energize the skin.
Yes.
And when you energize the skin, all the things within your skin that your skin looks after itself, helps itself.
Yes.
So it does aid and speed repair processes.
Yes. And so we would say, look, if you do have an issue, try the AM/PM. The chances are, because again, on someone that Richard has told us about in the past, who could only use water, nothing else on their skin, because otherwise it burned or whatever happened, they were able to use the PM. So what would you do, a little patch test somewhere?
If you have sensitive skin or you have known reactions, then you do a little patch test, which generally we would recommend either on the back, on the forearm, or just behind your ear. Just check that. But if you do not have very sensitive skin, you will never regret these products.
No.
Yeah, and probably, if you do have sensitive skin, you'll also be able to enjoy the products. But I can't guarantee to everyone, because that is a physical impossibility. But if you do have sensitive skin and you're worried or concerned, contact us live in the studio now. We might be able to answer your question right now live. And if not, we will take it offline and we will contact you and understand your issue personally.
But
you
remember,
can have a personal skin consultation with either myself or one of our head estheticians, and we normally charge £500 an hour for that.
But we won't charge you that.
You will get it for free.
It's a snippet, $4.99. No. Now, go to shopontv.co.uk. You need to check out on these big stock of the AM/PM, but 20% is gone. You'll see everything that is on the web. We've updated the image. Clever Leslie has done this. So half price offer here. You get two for the price of one, or buy one, get one free. $31.50, and we'll talk about the lips a little bit later on.
Yeah, and that's 20% plumper lips in 2 minutes, no sting, no aggravation, a much stronger lip line, all your lines diminish, and you have a huge increase in colour, all within 2 minutes with no sting, no aggravation.
And I'd say the added benefit is kissability.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we'll show you later. So, now, the natural sort of progression from the AM/PM is to something we launched in, was it December? It was. Was it December? No, or maybe it was January. No, it was January. It was our first show in January, a couple of weeks ago, and it sold out immediately. And that is the Glow Vitamin C Serum. And the reason I say it's a natural progression, because you could use this potentially to replace your AM, but we'll talk about that as we go, or you could alternate. But what's so special about this?
Well, instant glow, that's why it's called Glow Vitamin C. So this lady, I think she's mid-30s.
Yeah.
So we're just showing you the whole face here. Normally we try and zoom in a little. So we've switched already.
Yeah.
So this is that lady on the left-hand side. This is just 10 minutes. She's got great skin, but it's just on the right-hand side, it's smoother, it's more hydrated.
It's almost like it's been airbrushed. It hasn't, but it looks like it.
And if you look just under the eye to the sides of the nose, you can see, you know, pores and things.
Yeah.
Uneven skin. On the right-hand side, that's just 10
and wrinkles?
minutes.
Not wrinkles, not lines.
Just 10 minutes.
Wow.
So you simply apply it, and again, this lady's slightly older, but this is a stunning result. On the left-hand side, it's what we call patchy. So it's an uneven skin, a very uneven skin tone, and therefore this lady would be using makeup to sort of even out that skin tone. On the right-hand side, you can see it's greatly diminished. It hasn't gone, but it's greatly diminished.
It's after 10 minutes.
The skin
is there a cumulative build as well with this?
Yeah, there is a cumulative build as well.
Marvellous.
So you apply it, it's a serum. Some people prefer serums, right?
Yeah. What's the difference?
Well, one's a cream, one's a serum. So
thanks for that. Great, excellent, good.
Some
I'm all
people
caught up.
can find creams a little heavy.
I see. Yeah.
So the serum is a much lighter weight product.
Yes.
So what we will be doing is we will be doing a bundle for next month, hopefully, where you can do the night cream and the serum, or the night cream and the day cream.
Right.
So with the Glow, you can use it under the day cream, or you could use it instead of the day cream. So it's very, very simple to apply, freshly cleansed skin. And this time, no need to put it on the back of the hand because it's a serum.
By the way, because if you're getting them both, you know, how long do these last? What's the shelf life?
The shelf life minimum of 3 years.
Right.
in terms of period after opening, the products are never actually opened. They're in what's called airless containers, so they're never exposed to the environment.
So even if you start using them, still 3 years, the clock is ticking on 3 years once you start, basically.
So, and they will last you, well, I always say a minimum of 3 months.
Right.
So they will last you 3 months. They will always last you more than 3 months, but I always say 3 months. Because if you get 3 months 1 week, you're delighted. If you get 2 months 3 weeks, you get a little bit less delighted.
Yeah.
So will they last more than 3 months? Yes, but I will always say, and I always do say, 3 months. So this is the texture and consistency of the product. It's a very, very lightweight serum. So you can just see there.
It's lovely stuff. It really
and
is.
you just do this. So
that
what I'm going to do...
That might fall in my pocket, by the way, on the way out.
And
actually, we'll be having a rock.
right, so
Look at
there's the
that.
colour difference.
Wow.
Already. So what we're going to do is we're going to steal Rob's hand.
Okay.
Show both hands to the camera so you
like this.
know what's what.
Which camera? Camera we're going to do camera 4. Okay, let me hold it down so you don't have to see my ugly mug behind it. Okay, which hand would you like? Now, I have been using your hand cream for the last couple of days.
So I would like this one.
Okay.
So
do you want to do
the
before
other
and
one's
after?
slightly brighter already. So if you just come
All right,
do a screen grab.
So we're going to do a screen grab of that. We got it. And now I'm going to take my hand out.
Right, so we're just going to...
I'm very dry, so...
So what we're going to do is... Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
The skin literally drinks this in.
I know. I mean, I've been hydrating a lot.
I'm just going down to here. I'm not going beyond that.
Okay.
Not because I can't, but just because I just want to...
Holy...
Do a screen grab straight away, like right now. Do another one.
Okay, we're going to... Here it comes. What the what?
And that isn't even 10 minutes.
That's extraordinary.
Can we show them side by side? I tell you what, he's going a bit nuts up there now.
But look at the redness on my hand and everything else, and then it's gone in seconds. He's going to try and do a side by side, but look! Oh no, he's not going to try and do it. He can't. Technologically impossible.
Just put your 2 hands up because your other hand was brighter, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore. So this is the hand we've applied, and that hand was brighter. Now look at this
one is by a good tone or so.
So,
but it looks smooth. It is smooth. Oh, can I just touch myself for a bit?
Yeah, and it's
sorry, that didn't come out right. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And that is approximately now 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
Sandpaper.
So it's not even 10 minutes.
Velvet. Incredible.
So you'd use this on the face and around. You can go not in the eyes, but you can go around the eyes. It's perfectly good for that.
It smells
and
lovely
you
too.
can use it instead of the AM, or you can use it underneath that AM product. Me personally,
sorry, just get my jacket ready.
I'm now going here all the time.
And mate, can I even up? Do you mind?
No.
Ah,
if you want to even up, buy the product.
Fine, I will. Fair enough.
So what you'll find with this, it'd be like a primer, hydrator, plumper, brightener, corrector. Will it take down wrinkles? Yes. Will it brighten the skin? Yes. Will it hydrate the skin? Yes. Will it smooth the skin? Yes. Will it even the skin tone? Yes. All in like
Does it make you a cup of tea in the morning as well?
Unfortunately, the tea and coffee you have to do yourself.
You have to do yourself. Now, this is where we get into the what I like to call the part of the evening that devoted to all of the tricks out there in the beauty world that give you, what is it, hope in a bottle. Whereas this is results in a bottle. This is the difference. When you buy MIE, you get results. When you buy other things, it's hopes and pipe dreams and wishes and in some cases, I'm sure there are some other effective creams out there, though there aren't any that we know of that have been measured to be as effective as the PM. So what maybe, I don't know, but tell us some of the...
So what you'll normally find is that products and brands will talk about their ingredients.
Yeah.
And
because there are a lot of vitamin C formulas out.
And specifically with vitamin C, they will talk about vitamin C from oranges grown on the Sicilian coast, warmed by Mediterranean air, fed by volcanic waters, rich in enzymes and proteins and minerals. So what? Will the product make my skin brighter? So what they'll say is, we've got vitamin C, it comes from the Sicilian coast, and they tell you this story. What they don't, and then they'll say, And vitamin C is proven to brighten your skin. What they don't say is, the product will brighten your skin. They don't say that. What do we say? Would you like to know what we say?
Go ahead.
Any second now, Leslie will put up some numbers and we'll tell you how much we brighten the skin. We will tell you how much we hydrate the skin. We'll tell you how much we will firm the skin. So we don't tell you about our ingredients. We can talk about our ingredients. And we're very proud of our ingredients. But do you want to know what our ingredients are, or what our ingredients could do for you, or would you prefer to know what our product will do for you?
So just to get this straight, other people talk about the ingredient and what it can do. They don't talk about what the product can do. Because also it depends how much of that ingredient's in the product, right?
Yeah, but you will interpret it that it will do it.
But
that's not what they said.
This, MIE, is what the product will do because of its ingredient, because of its...
Luminosity increase, 10 minutes, on average 6%. The day cream gets you an average of 8%, but that's in 30 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see in 4 weeks an average of 9%, 6 weeks an average of 11% in 6 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Higher than best expected laser.
For laser, yeah.
Again, we show you our worst results. I don't call them the worst results. I should call them the lowest results. They are our lowest results. So even on our 20-year-olds, in 10 minutes are getting brighter skin.
And luminosity equivalent to laser. 7 to 9% you said laser, right?
That's best expected.
Best expected.
Best expected.
And our lowest on the 20-somethings are getting the equivalent to best expected.
After 6 weeks.
After 6 weeks. Amazing.
And that's the 20-year-olds who've got brighter skin.
Yeah. So that's luminosity. What about hydration?
Hydration. So hydration is deep within your skin. If you're hydrated, you're automatically moisturized. So it's measured 12 hours after the first and initial application. So the hydration levels of the skin are measured at, say, 9 o'clock in the morning. At 9 o'clock at night, it's remeasured.
Yeah.
On average, 140% more hydrated than what you were 12 hours before. It doesn't take 12 hours to work. Even after 12 hours, you're still 140% on average. Our worst result, I'm not even going to go there. Highest result, beyond our 70-year-olds. So the worse condition your skin is in, the more dramatic the change will be.
Can I just show my hands again? Because it's been probably about 10 minutes or getting on for 10 minutes. There is a total tone difference.
It is exactly 10 minutes.
It's exactly 10 minutes. So this is the hand that had it applied 10 minutes ago. Look at the difference. Can you see it?
Smoother.
Smoother, it's brighter, and it's also, there's more colour. Yeah, younger. Can I bathe in this? I mean, it's extraordinary.
With this particular product, normally with our products, what we do is that when I'm developing them, I get to like them first. I get to approve them. Then we have a little test, like 5, 6, 7 people, and just a bit of feedback. Then we go to panel. What we do on our panel is, and you can join our panel, just apply. We send it out and I tell you exactly what it should do, how long it should take, etc., etc., etc. And then you answer 6 or 7 simple questions. The answers are yes or no. My skin is softer, yes or no. There's not, 1 represents not a lot and 10 represents quite a lot. It's yes or no. Yes or no, yes or no. The most important question is the last one. Is this the best product you've ever tried, tested, or heard of to do what I told you it should do?
Yeah.
Now, the reason I do that is because clinical tests cost between £30,000 and £120,000.
Yeah.
So I have to be really, really sure before I spend the money.
Yeah.
I was so sure of this, we went straight to clinical.
You didn't even do the panel.
We didn't even do the panel.
It is so good. I haven't got that yet. I have to buy that one. That is so good. Now, just very quickly, can I just say it's flying off the shelves, as they say. So please buy as quickly as you can. So these are reviews that are certified by Reviews.io. And Joan says, I've used many creams and potions over my 68 years, but none of them have given what Glow has. Softer, smoother, less wrinkled, brighter, younger looking skin, which is incredible enough. But the biggest difference for me is that my redness has disappeared. Thank you, MIE. I will keep buying and tell everyone I know when you launch it. Of course, we have launched it now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've made a young at heart woman very, very happy.
Yeah, so we just went to like 10 or 12 people, but I went straight to clinical at the same time.
Yeah.
So we did a few on us in our own internal team and people we know, and then we sent out to 10 or 12 people like a panel. But normally our panel is like 120, 150 people.
Yeah. Let's do some questions. And again, your questions are encouraged. They are welcome. We want you to be happy. This ain't just some, slap in a bottle. This is advanced formulations that really work. So if you need any assistance with any skin condition you may have, drop us a line. And if it's something that you don't want to sort of air on the air, as it were, just get in touch with MIE and or in touch with us privately. We won't talk about it on the air, and your details will be passed on to Richard. Okay. So Jack has emailed. He's loving the show. Thank you, Jack. He suffers from and has all his life from eczema. He has an allergy to lanolin. Do any of the skincare products contain lanolin?
No. Lanolin itself is quite a nice ingredient, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But none of our products use lanolin. Lanolin is a very effective product, a very effective ingredient. Comes from sheep wool, actually.
Oh, does it really?
So it's a reasonably priced ingredient that has a lot of benefits. But no, none of our products contain lanolin.
Margaret has emailed. So thank you, by the way, for that question. She has little what now? Milia freckles, is that the right word? Little bumps. Milia.
Yeah.
Milia.
Don't worry. Keep
Milia.
going.
Yeah. Would any of the MIE products help?
The night cream, yes, big time. The glow, yes, big time.
There you go. So glow's on the screen, and we'll go back to the AM, PM. You said there's nothing you can comment on or measure that the PM does not help.
Correct.
With your skin.
Every laboratory measurement, test or piece of equipment known to man has been used on the PM, and every single person, every single criteria, every single time frame measured significant improvement.
John from Glasgow has messaged us through the website. Hi, John, thank you very much for watching. Hi, Rob and Richard. He says, the night and day is amazing. I'm a middle-aged man and feel so confident now, more than before I started using it. Confidence is a big thing, John, isn't it? When you look good, you feel good. So I've just started on my health kick. It's going to take me the best part of a year to get down to normal weight. But even after the first 2 weeks, half a stone, the jacket's a bit fitting better. My aches and pains have gone away just by eating healthily, stuff like that. So when you feel good, you start to, also when you look good and when you feel good inside, you start to feel good and on that side as well.
People talk about Good Hair Day. GHD stood for Good Hair Day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, have a good skin day. And why not have a good skin day every day? Yeah. And somebody has a little phrase which I loved, which said, don't look the age you feel inside, not the age you are in years. Yeah. And this is a way of doing that. Yeah. So using the night cream, we smooth, we brighten, we take down signs of aging, we take down wrinkles, all within a very short space of time. The day cream does it within 30 minutes. The glow does it within 10 minutes. Yeah,
can I just take that over here? I'll just put that down there. So what's next, Leslie? Oh, lash and brow. I should actually put that down there because I will accidentally walk out with it. The lash and the brow. Now we're going to talk about this in depth. You've been asking for it. Let's go to cue the science, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. You're going to see. We're not ready yet. Sorry, I apologise to my director. So this is, we're going to talk about, basically, we'll see the science in a minute, but tell us a little bit about the overview.
So technically, this is one of the most technically advanced products I've ever created. So what does it do? It physically makes your lash thicker. How long does it take? 2 minutes. So 2 minutes, 20% thicker. Plus your mascara. This is not a mascara. It does not deposit fibres. It physically makes your lash thicker.
Yep.
If you use it repeatedly for 2 weeks, it makes your lash 40% thicker on average, 20% longer. There's lots of products out there which will make your lash longer. I don't know of any that make them thicker.
So what are we seeing on the screen here?
So this is one of the ways we do visual assessment. Normally I'm against visual assessment. Very often when you read small print, especially on adverts on the TV, it will say visual assessment from 6 feet. This is visual assessment of a hair shaft, a lash, under an electron microscope.
That's a slightly different visual assessment.
So it's slightly different. And you can see the physical measurements there. So we're physically measuring how thick that lash is. And you can see it's thicker. On average, 20% thicker in 2 minutes. And then if you look at it, it's much brighter on the right-hand side. That brightness means nourished. That brightness means the cuticles are much smoother. So you are nourished, you're protected, and then we also have what's called an increase in tensile strength. So your lashes are less likely to break. Hence why we are also able to elongate them by an average of 20% in just 2 weeks.
Amazing.
How do you apply it? What I recommend, and if you've seen me do this product before, you always know what I'm going to say. You won't listen, the first time you use this product, you will not read, you will not follow the instructions, and you will not listen to me. So to begin with, I always say use it at night.
This is the one I was thinking of confusing this with the PM. Okay, yeah.
So always use it at night to begin with.
Yeah.
Why? Because you won't follow the instruction. Most of the product gets wiped off the brush as you pull the product out. So when you look at it, you're very difficult to see the product on there. So you apply it like a mascara. It's not a mascara. Root to tip, root to tip. One stroke only. If you over apply, it's not a problem for your lash. It's not a problem. But if you over apply and then apply mascara, your mascara will clump. So to give you to begin with, use it, either follow my instructions or use it at night.
Just to see that it works.
So it's not better to use at night. A lot of our products are. It's just, it helps.
Yeah.
So root to tip.
Plus you're wasting product as well if you do it more than once.
Top and bottom, that's it. Then, if you've gone one stroke, it's like a primer for your mascara. You can just put your mascara on and your mascara will simply glide across. And if you're a lady or if you're a mascara user, you understand what glide means. So you get a 20% thicker lash plus whatever your mascara gives you. If you use it repeatedly each day over 2 weeks, 14 days, on average, 40% thicker, 20% longer. It's the only product we do which has a significant difference between male and female. Males on average only get 12%. So that gives you an idea of how much more females get.
Yes.
But we refer to the average 20% in 2 minutes, 40% thicker in 2 weeks, 20% longer.
Can we show that, if we have it, that image, please, of, I don't know what the kind of, the special photography one, whatever that is, with the green, that one.
So this is just a special type of photography. And this shows you an increase in density of lashes. You can see the lashes are thicker. You can see the lashes are longer. So that is a 14-day period.
I mean, it's a lot. It's significant. It's substantial. Now, I know, again, we always have to say individual results
there. That's a 28-day period.
28
the
days.
green one.
Oh, the green one's 28 days, but the one above, do you have any ideas?
Oh, that's 2 weeks above.
That's 2 weeks. To me, they look double as thick and at least a third longer, if not more. And that, I mean, that's like, wow.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So when we say we've got an increase in density, if you look at the left-hand side, see the number of gaps there are?
Yeah.
Where the lashes are, let's call them missing, right?
Yeah.
On the right-hand side, you have an increased density. You have more lashes, thicker lashes and longer lashes.
What kind of wizardry is this? And was it promoting growth? I mean, you said it doesn't damage the lashes in any way. So how does it work? What's the secret? Well, I mean, I know you're not going to tell me the secret.
No. The secret is very simple. It's a highly technical product. So what are we doing? At the centre of a hair shaft is something called the medulla. It's called the holy grail of hair. Because in this particular product, all of our products carry oxygen, actual oxygen. Oxygen is a very, 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 very small molecule. So in here we have oxygen, a little bit of nitrogen. And because those molecules are so small, they go right into the hair shaft, right down into the medulla. And because it goes into the medulla, when we swell the hair shaft, it swells in an homogeneous fashion. What do I mean by that? So if you have your hair coloured, if you wet your hair, any way of thickening the hair shaft, what happens is your cuticles open. So when you have a colour applied to your hair, they open the cuticle and then they put colour inside there and it changes the colour of your hair shaft. The issue is when you open that cuticle or you break that cuticle, what you then have is duller hair. You will have frizzy hair. You will have hair of less tensile strength. You will have split, if you're talking about hair on your head, split ends, that sort of thing. Because these cuticles open. Open cuticles bad. What we're doing, because we're right down the medulla, we swell the lash, but all those cuticles remain closed. So we nourish, we brighten, we strengthen, we increase tensile strength, less breakage. All because we go down to the holy grail of hair, the medulla.
It almost sounds like a health drink for your eyebrows or your eyelashes. Well, actually, Colin's just emailed through the web or messaged through the website. My partner has your wonderful products. Her skin shines, and she is an ambassador for your products. All our friends have the creams. I hope she buys your lash milk, maybe Christmas. Lash milk. That's a great name, isn't it? Thank you, Colin. Appreciate that. Look,
Thank you, Colin.
Can I? If we knew each other personally and we were friends, I would say to you as follows. If you don't use these products, you're barking mad. And I mean anyone with skin, because unless you have absolutely perfect, flawless skin, everybody on planet Earth, in my opinion, needs these products. Now, I wouldn't say to you that you're barking mad, because that would be insulting, and I don't wish to insult you. But you understand the sentiment. And I have people ask me all the time, my friends, because they watch me on the telly, and then they call me the next day and they go, is it really that good? And it's like, well, why was I banging my gums or, you know, putting all that work in the night before to tell you that they are? Because for some reason, everyone thinks once you're on the telly that you're talking out your backside. Let me stand up so you can hear me better. Now, they do genuinely work. And these numbers, we can't broadcast these statistics and say that they are clinically proven legally. I mean, I'm talking about the letter of the law here. Not only would we breach every Ofcom code and every ASA code you could imagine, ITV would yank us off the airwaves before you could say, wow, weren't they on ITV once? And we would be in legal trouble, literally legal. We could be fined millions of pounds. So the efficacy of these is true, it's established. All you've got to do is order them and try them, because the worst you're going to do is you're going to try them once and go, oh, well. But the fact is everybody, clinically proven, everybody sees results very quickly. Now, let's move on, shall we?
Can I just add a point in there?
Yeah.
I know I'm being naughty and interrupting.
Leslie's going to spank my bottom if we do this. Yeah.
I think.
So carry on.
One of the things that should give you, the viewer, the most confidence. This is the most re-bought item on this entire channel, which I'm very proud of.
Yeah, the AMPM.
And the brand is.
Well, the brand in general, yes.
Highest repeat sale of any product this channel sells. And if anything gives you the confidence to buy it, so yes, the clinicals, yes, you can ask me questions, yes, we've demonstrated live on air that these things work. This is the most re-bought brand on this channel.
We've got to move on. I want to say, when Richard says channel, he means show, because there are shopping channels. We're not a shopping channel, we're a shopping show. But actually, probably even on ITV, I would say they're probably one of the best-selling brands as well. Now, quick tease. We're going to come to this a little bit later on, But we wanted to let you know that it's there, it's available, and we will tell you about it in depth. And that is the Eye Lift Serum. Now, this is a duo set. £31.50 gets you not one, but two, saving you £31.50 because it's a buy one, get one free. Richard, Leslie emphasised the middle word I'm going to say here, a few words, if you would, please. Because we're running out of time.
Okay, so we have a separate business that looks after individual needs of certain individuals with high income. So this particular product we did for a world-renowned global superstar, and this is the exact product. So what does the product do? The product will take down puffiness, will take down darkness, will take down crow's feet, and helps reduce any hooded eyelid. How fast does it do it? Within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And this is the exact product that went forward. So this is 15 minutes for this particular lady. You can see some puff, a little bit of darkness. They're gone within 15 minutes. What I want to do also is draw your attention to the eyelid. In the before, it doesn't look like she's got a hooded eyelid. On the after, oh my goodness, did she have a hooded eyelid. Now, this is an amazing result. Not everyone's going to get this result, but this is a 15-minute result there.
And we'll come back to this later in detail. So if you have any questions about it, or also if you just demand, Rob or Leslie, we want to see it now, then just email studio@shopontv.co.uk. We can reply to emails, so if you have any specific emails that require a reply, make sure you use the studio@shopontv.co.uk email. If you want to go to the website, to the show page, and just use that message box, we can't reply to that. So that's just for, you know, things you want to say, and we will happily put them up on the screen if they're broadcastable, of course. Now, we're going to go back to the AMPAM, the AMPM, the duo set. You get for £45.99 both products. £41.99 normally just for the AM, and the difference just for the PM. We have the £91, but we give you them both. It's almost a buy one, get one free offer. You must check out, you must buy it. And again, if I was saying this to a friend and that, you know, whom I care about, or a loved one, a family member, as I have, I would say if you don't use that over anything else, no matter what you've been using for years, because people do get very stuck in their ways, take a leap of faith. I believe that you will absolutely thank me, Richard, and yourself for doing so. And I think you'd be barking mad if you don't. That's what I'd say to my friends. And take from that what you wish. Now, Brandon. Hello, Brandon. How are you, sir?
Hi, Brandon.
Dear Richard, it's awfully formal. How wonderfully polite of you. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Less than a week in sampling your day and night cream, I've noticed a slight visible improvement from my psoriasis. Aha. And my skin feels much smoother and less drier. My mum is noticing an improvement on her skin too. Well, everybody does. It's clinically proven everybody will experience something.
And again, Brandon contacted live.
Oh, okay.
And we offered to do a consultation.
Yeah.
Brandon did that with Anna Marie, one of our head esthetician.
I see.
And thank you, Brandon. I'm glad you're seeing the difference already. And thank you also for taking the time to text in your progress. So thank you.
Alex has emailed in, and here's a question. So they're 52. We don't know if it's a lady or a gentleman. She has really bad what? Inflammation and redness around the eyes, and everything she tries burns it. Will the AMPM work, or should she use something else?
Do we have a name or?
Alex.
Alex. For you, please leave your information, and we will come back to you. Inflammation. So when I say come back to you, we'll arrange for a little consultation. Yeah. Inflammation, sometimes called edema. Now, it can be edema which is water deep within your skin, or it could be inflammation through sensitivity or sensitized. So traditionally, if it was edema, then we would say the eye lift or the depuffing. With yourself, because you have a couple of things, we would like to talk to you directly.
Yes.
So I can't say, because I haven't got enough information, what you should or should not use. So leave your details and we will contact you tomorrow Tomorrow. What is tomorrow?
Monday.
Tomorrow is Monday.
Tomorrow is Monday.
So tomorrow we'll contact you.
Well, today technically,
and,
later today. Yes.
Oh yes, it's today.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So actually,
today we'll contact you and we'll
sort it out. So Alex, would you do me a favour? Would you please email? You have to email Leslie, our producer in the gallery. That's studio@shopontv.co.uk. Leave your phone number, obviously, and your name and all of the information, and maybe even a preferred time when you're available to talk, so you know you're not getting a call out of nowhere. Actually, sorry, apologies. No, today's Sunday. Today's Sunday.
It is tomorrow.
So,
right.
it is tomorrow.
So
Tomorrow.
you will get an email.
Yes.
We won't call you direct. We would always send you an email.
Yeah.
And then you would say, yes, you're willing to talk to us. And then we would arrange
set something up, yeah.
To
so
communicate.
contact Leslie, studio@shopontv.co.uk. She will pass your info to Richard and everything will be set up, okay? Joe has also contacted the show. Oh, Joan, excuse me, Joan. She has bad psoriasis on her legs. Can we help?
Yes. We have shown you what's happened with
Pete, yeah.
With Pete. We've shown you what happened with Laura, the AM/PM. So, yes.
Try the AM/PM, see how you get along. You'd recommend, and if there are any further issues, get in touch with us again. And now this is Laura. Again, this is what the AM/PM did for her psoriasis in 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And Laura was she was the first one to ring in.
Yeah.
Because not long after we actually launched you on
sure,
your
yeah.
show. And it was the first person we offered the consultation to. Oh, now we offer it more regularly.
Yes,
because
and thank you for doing that, by the way. That's another perk of shopping through Shop on TV.
This is the difference we can do. And,
Amazing.
we genuinely welcome questions. We genuinely want to talk to you. We genuinely want to help you. And if you are willing to share your befores and afters, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because then that's real people. Now, you don't have to do that. That is your choice. We don't say, we'll talk to you if you do the before and after. We'll ask you, of course we'll ask you, because number one, we want to make sure that it's working. Number two, we want to be able to show you real people that have had real results as a result of ringing in and having the consultation.
I would ask one small favour. Actually, I'd ask this small favour of everybody. I mean, I consider myself a brand ambassador for MIE because I tell everybody how amazing it is. And funny enough, I tell them that they'd be barking mad if they didn't use it. Perhaps if you feel so inclined, you can find it in your hearts when you've received the benefits of the MIE magic, as I think of it. Tell your friends, particularly if they have problematic skin. It took me forever to convince my mum to use it because she's so set in her ways. Oh, I've been using this for 30 odd years. I've been using this. I'm not changing my skincare now. And I said, well, is your skincare doing anything for you? Well, not really, but, so you're just wasting money slathering stuff on your face. It's doing sweet Fanny Adams. Use something that actually lasts you at least 3 months, is incredibly affordable through Shop on TV, and actually is proven to work. But we would really appreciate it if you would spread the word. Tell your friends about it. Help your friends and your loved ones. Shelf life, again, you said minimum 3 years, yeah?
3 years.
And once opened, it's never opened. The package is never opened. Would you explain again, please?
Oh,
we had a question about it.
I'll probably show you.
Yeah.
So, what it is an airless container. What does an airless container means?
What does an airless container mean, Richard?
As you pump the product, I've just taken the bottom off. If you look under there, where am I going? Round there.
Yes.
See this? As you pump, that moves up the container.
So it's like a syringe?
It's like a syringe. It's never actually exposed to the environment. And when it's empty, this little bit down here will be all the way at the top.
Yeah.
So it's never actually open.
There's no such thing as an open
airless container.
So from the minute you start using it, you could literally do a pump and then come back a year later. Wouldn't be very good for your skin, but there would be no decay in the quality of the product other than the
it's as fresh. I think there's
natural.
an advert about peas that said as fresh as the day they were picked or something. This is as fresh as the day it was manufactured.
Yes. The man from Del Monte says yes, by the way. So Ruth has also he didn't, by the way, say that. I made that up. Ruth has emailed. So she has rosacea and very sensitive skin. Her nose gets very red, and so do her forehead, cheeks and chin. She has to watch what she eats. I mean, diet, I know, can play into this, I find. red patches of skin on her legs as well. But she moisturizes every day. Well, I know what you're going to say.
There's no problem with moisturization. It's just on the surface of your skin. It only lasts a few hours.
Yeah.
Our products also do a bit of moisturization, but mainly hydration.
Yes.
So moisturization isn't bad. It's just not the best thing
yeah,
you can
it's
do.
temporary, yeah.
So in terms of these issues, specifically the night cream, the PM, and the glow, they will have proven time and time again to reduce redness. And if you remember, the Jones-Celsey review specifically referenced that on the Glow Vitamin C.
Yes.
She had a lot of redness. So what we do here is that with the PM, the night cream, there is nothing you can comment or measure about your skin it does not improve, because it's not just doing one thing, it's doing a multiplicity of things. So will it help take down that issue? The answer is yes. Yeah. Now, you also mentioned that you have sensitive skin. So there's sensitive skin and there's sensitized skin. I'm not saying that you're not sensitive, but just for the general view for everyone else out there. Sensitive skin, roughly speaking, is what you're born with. Sensitized skin is what you've done to it by using product. Now, the symptoms and how sensitized skin presents is exactly the same as sensitive. So for you, with sensitive and rosacea, obviously, well, not obviously, I guess, do a little patch test with the product. Yep. So we recommend you do it on the forearm, forearm, or just behind the ear, just a little bit, and just check there's no reaction. It shouldn't be, but check. And then if there's no reaction, then, you know, don't suddenly slather it on. Yeah. Just gently apply a little bit on day one, a little bit more on day two, just to progress gently as you go.
Amazing. So what was the next one, Leslie?
I love this. Lots of questions.
So do I. I could do this. So we should do a workshop type show. Bianca, she's emailed in and she says, say that again, Leslie, about what now? Okay, we're not sure. She may be talking about the vitamin C serum or a particular product, but she's just had a baby, she's breastfeeding, and she has really oily, prone skin with frequent breakouts. Which of these products is suitable for her? The PM, the PM.
Well, all of our products do what's called rebalance, but this does it more than any other product. Yeah. What do we mean by rebalance? The PM, the night cream, the PM,
those in there as well.
does lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things. So when we say rebalance, what we're doing is if you overproduce sebum, it'll turn it down, a bit like a volume, turn the volume down. If you underproduce, it'll turn the volume up. In terms of breakouts, we have several things along here. Number one, all of our products are I can never say the word, non-comedogenic. I can never say the word. Oh. Basically, it doesn't clog your pores. That's what it means. Right. Secondly, especially with the PM, it also kills 99.9% of all acne-causing bacteria. Oh. The only thing this doesn't really attack is what's called hormonal acne. Hormonal acne tends to be down around the chin. Yeah. But what it does do there is it will help speed up the eruption and then repair the eruption. The other thing, there's millions of things that this thing does. The other thing it does is it inhibits the inflammation. It stops the inflammation inhibitors. So what am I talking about? If you have a headache, you take a tablet. The tablet does not stop your headache. It stops the message telling you you've got a headache. Yep. So what the inflammation inhibitors do is that it starts to cut the message that says, I'm angry. What does that mean? That means instead of this big red lump, you just get a much smaller one. Right, right. So it does lots and lots and lots of things. So will it help stop breakouts? The answer is yes. Yeah. Will it help reduce your overproduction of sebum? The answer is yes. Will it help stop acne in the first place? It kills 99.9% of all acne-causing bacteria.
And also on the, I gather, of the scarring it can even help with. Is that right? Didn't you say?
Yes, it can help reduce scarring from acne. So what we're doing is, because we plump the skin from inside, because we brighten the skin from inside, what that does is that it will take down the colour intensity of the redness. And then, of course, what I think the common word is crater.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds
it's horrible, isn't
crass.
it? Yeah, yeah.
But what we do is we pump it up from the inside. So good.
Yeah. So it reduces.
We're
the
not
appearance of
promising to eradicate.
it. No.
What we're saying is we will greatly diminish. It's what's called skin amelioration. And we will significantly, by significant I mean significantly, reduce it.
So there are benefits not only to sort of healthy, quote, normal skin, or even oily skin, if you angry T-zones and all of the usual stuff, but when you get into the more serious, if you want to, if that's even the right word, the sort of the more extreme categories of psoriasis, rosacea, breakouts and things like that, there are benefits to be had by pretty much everyone across the board. Now, I'm sure there's one person out there this won't have any effect on, but we haven't found them yet, have we, Richard?
I haven't found one yet.
No, exactly. So here's the PM. This is basically an overview of, or a look at what it can do in 60 minutes.
Yes, this is what's called a split screen. So on the left-hand side is before, on the right-hand side after. So you have a more energized skin, a brighter skin, a smoother skin, and therefore a younger looking skin. So brighter skin is associated with younger skin. So I always say baby, very often they say babies are bonny, they're very brightly skinned.
Yes.
Brighter skin is associated with more youthful skin. This is just 1 hour.
1 hour?
That is achieved in 1 hour using
Amazing.
the night cream.
Again, and it's the same lighting, it's the same camera, it's the same exposure, it's the same everything. It's the product that's made the difference.
Yeah, and side by side, I mean, I'll let everyone at home decide. To me, on the right-hand side, she looks 10 years younger.
Yeah.
To me, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You can decide
I
at
agree.
home what you say. But you can see the brightness, the smoothness, the evenness of skin tone. 1 hour. Its full result is 8 hours after application.
Extraordinary. And for this price as well, I mean, it's when you think about facelifts and all the other alternatives. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm not going to make any comment about facelifts per se, but we know they're expensive and we know that they're painful and they're drastic measures, aren't they? Why not try a more natural approach, at least first, before you go under the knife?
Well, I'm going under the knife. I'm not going under the knife. What we're saying is, do you want plumper, firmer, more energized, more even skin tone very quickly? You will notice the first day you wake up, you will know and you will see the difference. People who know you well will notice within 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, sure.
And they will never say you look brighter. They never say your wrinkles are reduced. What they'll say is you look well. So here we're closing up on that.
We've zoomed in a bit for you.
So we like to show different ethnicities. We like to show different age profiles to just demonstrate what we saw in our clinical studies. So on the right-hand side, much brighter, much firmer skin. This is a much younger lady. I think she's 27-ish, something like that. So will it work if I'm 27? Yeah. Will it work if I'm Asian, Caucasian, Afro-Caribbean, Hispanic? Yes. Will it work if I'm male or female? Yes. Will it work if I'm 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? The answer is yes. Basically, if you have skin, we have proven it works on you.
I've finally realised that the penny has dropped. That the reason that this is so good compared to everything else must be because everything else is rubbish. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. I don't mean that. But what I do mean, in all seriousness, is that this is so effective that compared to other products, it sort of leaves a lot of other products in the dust, doesn't it? And even if they were slightly effective, this just outmeasures them in so many ways, doesn't it?
Well, I'm bound to say yes, right?
Yeah,
I have been, if I can even speak properly, I have been involved in a lot of products in my life. We only launch products that are, in my opinion, head and shoulders above everyone else's.
Yeah.
But we actually tell you what we will do, not what our ingredients could do, but what our product has been proven to do.
Yes, yeah.
And in the industry, when people come to me and ask me for products or to formulate brands for them, my first question is a standard question in the industry: do you want hope in a bottle or do you want real product? Yeah. And most say hope in a bottle. When somebody says I want real product, they will concentrate on one thing and one thing only. They will say anti-wrinkle cream. They will say a moisturizer. They will say a brightening product. We do a multiplicity of things.
Yeah. Let's bring that review back up because, sorry, I apologise, we were talking. So Ruby Murray, now is that your real name, Ruby, or is that, because Ruby Murray curry, right? It's Cockney rhyming slang for a curry, which I rather love. So they say, I have the AM and PM creams, or had them for Christmas from my beautiful son and daughter-in-law. It's given my skin new life, flat, pink and smooth. Thank you. I will use your cream. And you're both handsome men. Thank you very much indeed. You're at least 50% right. Ian would like to know if he can use a light moisturiser with an SPF over the AM. He bought the AM PM in December. Now, I know you're going to have a few things to say about that. You've just opened a can of worms there, my friend, but a good can. Go on.
So can you use a moisturiser on top? Of course you can. My question would be why?
Why?
You are now deeply hydrated, and if you're deeply hydrated, you're automatically moisturised.
So what about the SPF? Because that's the other thing you said last time about SPF. Here comes the can of worms. And cue Richard.
So SPF. I'm not against SPF. What I am against is misunderstanding. If you are going to go out into the sun, you should use an appropriate SPF. My issue is this. When you use an SPF moisturiser, let's say it's SPF 30, you don't put enough on to give you that protection. So, let me explain. If you are going on the beach in very strong sun, what you're supposed to do is you apply the sun cream, slather it on 20 minutes before you leave your apartment, your hotel room, whatever. Just before you go out the door, you should slather it on again. When you get to your sunbed or chosen location, you should slather it on again. You're now like an oil slick, and this is fine. This is what you should be like when you're using sun cream. There are some sun creams where you can put much less on, yes, but most of them, this is what you have to do. So, even then, you possibly do not have enough on. So when you use a day cream, you don't actually put enough on to give you that SPF rating. So to answer your question, can you use a moisturiser on top? The answer is yes, but my question is why? You're already moisturised.
And the amount of SPF you've got on your skin is probably completely meaningless anyway.
Well, I wouldn't say it's meaningless.
Or diminished.
All I'm saying is, if you're going to wear an SPF, use it. You should use it appropriately. Right, that's what I'm really saying.
What he said. He says it better. Ian also wants to know how to apply to join a test panel.
Oh, it's very simple. You go to our website, MIE Skincare, and you contact us. I think it's something like hello@BeautyDNA or something like that. Yep. And just say, can I be on your panel?
Right.
There you go.
Very simple. Yep.
We'll send you an email that just says, you know, are you male, female, what age are you? That's about it. And then we pick at random.
Yep.
When we create a new product, you get a sample, you answer a questionnaire, and the questionnaires are very, very simple. That's it.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Ian. Thank you very much. And is it mieskincare.com or .co.uk?
.com.
.com. Fantastic.
We're international, darling.
We're international, of course, love. One more question, and then I could do this all night, honestly. We should get on to another product, which we will. And so this is from Pauline. Pauline's asking about her 12-year-old son who started to get breakouts, which he's very self-conscious about. Would any of the products be good for him?
This is me personally. I think at such a young age, you shouldn't really be using products. You shouldn't really need to use products. The key for your son is this, and my son, and I can tell you he's now 15, and he's actually, I've made him go on air once.
Did you really?
A cleanser. Use the right cleanser. And what he should be using, obviously I'm going to say my cleanser, but we're nearly always out of stock of the cleanser.
Yeah.
Use a really good balm cleanser. Why balm cleanser? So a really good balm cleanser that not only removes dirt, but also helps go into the pores and helps stop the breakout. So I can't even say comedogenic. So when you use a balm cleanser, the balm cleanser actually helps support your biome. Your biome is this top surface. And when you use like a soapy product as a cleanser, what you'll find is it opens up pathways into your skin.
Yeah.
So imagine bricks on a house, they're sort of on top, they're not one on top of the other, they're staggered like that. And in between those bricks is cement. So a bad cleanser takes away all that cement. So your skin is the same as a house built like that.
Yeah.
When you take away all those things can get in. It opens up pathways for pathogens and other things. And then you have symptoms of sensitive skin, and also very, 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 very influential in the breakout issue.
Yeah.
So a good cleanser. The best thing you can do is a good cleanser.
How do you know what is a good cleanser and what specifically are they looking for?
You're looking for, me personally, balm.
Balm, so B-A-L-M.
B-A-L-M.
Yeah.
And then you're looking for a lot of natural. So when you look at the the ingredients list, it should say a lot of natural ingredients, and those ingredients should be towards the top end. So whatever's the first name on the ingredients list is the thing that's the biggest part of what's inside. And then you go down, 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 down. Now, I'm going to get complicated now.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
So it's not always as simple as this, because you can get two products with exactly the same ingredient list in exactly the same order. One is 20 times more powerful than the other. How is this possible, Rob will say?
How's that possible?
Because this one has been diluted 20 times with water. Aqua will always be the top of the list.
Yeah.
So always look at them and think they're indicative, then read what they say on the box. They can't lie on box.
If you want, I tell you what, why don't you leave your information, email studio@shopontv.co.uk and send it to, so Leslie will get that. She'll forward it to Richard. You know, obviously he can't on the air, he's here to represent MIE, but he might have if his cleanser is not available, then he may be able to offer you some suggestions.
I will send you one.
Yeah, he'll send you one. There you go. There you go. Simple. Problem solved. Also, Evie, would you mind emailing the studio as well with your details so we can pass that on to Richard as well for consultation? Thank you. And very quick question. Oh, Kath, I have AM/PM. Great. When do I put on the vitamin C? Good question.
The vitamin C you would put on first. You would put it on under the AM. Or you could use the vitamin C one day, the AM the other day.
Yeah.
Or you might prefer the vitamin C.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something terrible now, and Rob's going to kick me. Me personally, I prefer the vitamin C.
Yeah. So give the AM to a friend, or save it for for a rainy day.
So what we're going to do shortly is that we'll have two versions.
Yes.
We'll have the night cream and the glow, and the night cream and the AM.
So we've moved on to an absolute, it's a banging deal, and you can find it online at shopontv.co.uk, along with everything else. I'm sorry we can't get to everything. Look, we've got the firming eye serum, we've got the targeted deep line elixir, which is amazing, the recovering night cream. Lips are very busy. The deep line elixir is always a massive seller. The oxygen mask they're all on there. Have a little scroll, as Hayley would say, have a little nosy. And I mean, they're all phenomenal. You can only win with these. These are a win-win situation, no matter what you choose. But if you're not sure, if you're sceptical, and I hope you are, I hope you're really sceptical, then forget everything else. Just buy the AM/PM. It's what is it? $44.99. You're getting $45.99. Basically, $45.99 on the bottom of the screen. I should have seen that or looked, actually. So you're getting it half price, or you're getting 2 for the price of 1. Try that, and if you don't notice a difference within a day or even a week, just don't buy it. I mean, the worst you stand to lose is 46 quid.
You will never regret that purchase.
Never, no. And it will take you on a path that you never thought you could be on, which is actual results from your skincare consistently, persistently, and all the time. That's what I've experienced anyway. We can't guarantee it for everybody, but the chances are very good, as the clinical studies prove, that you're going to get some substantial benefit. Now, well, hopefully we'll get to the hyaluronic a bit later, because that's always a big seller. So in the next 20, we've got 20 minutes left, Richard. Can you believe it? Where has the time gone? Let's talk about the... That was very Chris Tarrant, wasn't it? Let's talk about the eye duo. 20% has gone, which means there's 80% left. Over to you, Richard.
So this is 50.
Excuse me.
So this product was originally developed for a world-renowned global female superstar.
Yep.
So this is 15 minutes. So you can see on the before, there's some puff, a little bit of darkness that's gone. You can see the brightness around the eye, but specifically here, I want to draw your attention to the eyelid. In the before, it doesn't look like she's got a hooded eyelid. In the after, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, this is one of the most stunning results we've had in 15 minutes. I'm not promising everyone this result. Right. This just happened to be this lady's result, and she was sort of mid-30s, but 15 minutes. Yeah. We can show you...
Amazing.
We can show you some other things. Yeah. So this lady's 57. Asian skin ages very well. Redness, darkness, 15 minutes later, totally gone. Also on the eyelid, if you notice the eyelid on the before, it's touching the lash line or even overlapping the lash line in the before. In the after, you can see it's raised up. So again, just 15 minutes. This lady's 57.
57?
This lady's,
wow.
I think 33, 34, something like that.
She obviously had a bit of a party night.
Well, yes. So in the before, red, puff, 15 minutes later, gone. Now I'm going to generalize a little bit. If you're under 30, no children, you could stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning, put this on, 15 minutes later, you're going to look as if you had 12 hours sleep. The moment you have children, you're using it a bit more often. If you have constant issues of puffiness and dark, use it night and morning for 14 days. Within that 14-day period, you will get a 24-hour period where your dark will go jump, and then the next 24-hour period, your puff will go jump. Now, for constant issues, the fastest we've ever done it is day 1, 2, 3, dark, puff, 5 days. The longest it's ever taken is day 12, day 13, dark, day 14, puff. No matter which 2 days you have the dark and then the puff reduction, keep going for 14 days. If you forget one of these applications, night and morning, forget the morning, it's 10 times more powerful at night. So you must ensure you use it at night if you have this constant issue of puffiness and dark. If you have that constant issues of puffiness and dark, once the 14 days are up, just use it at night. You can use it in the morning, it's not a problem. 10 times more powerful at night. So, very small amount. Freshly cleansed skin, ring finger. Dot it in around. So you start round by the tear duct, not in the tear duct, not in the eye, around. Don't forget to go out in the crow's feet area. Same above your eye, gently smooth in. Within 2 minutes, totally absorbed. All you're going to feel is soft, smooth skin. You can then apply makeup, even oil-based makeup. Now, a lot of products which on TV look great are primarily a function of the light. So they use aluminium hydroxide. They will use like egg whites, and what they do is they put a covering over your eye, a bit like a concealer. So as long as you don't make any facial sort of gestures, and as long as it doesn't rain, it looks great. But if it does do either of those things, it will crack and you can't apply makeup over the top. We physically change your skin. So you can apply makeup, even oil-based even oil-based makeup within 2 minutes.
I mean, what are you waiting for? You know, really, it's. I wish I could beam what I know into people's brains. I really do. Because everyone would buy it. If you're watching, and you're alive and you're thinking, buy this. Honestly, it's so good. And I'm not just saying I don't get any commission. I'm telling you from my own personal experience.
So, you know, again, we have statistics that we can bore you to death with. Elasticity, firmness of the skin. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about reduction of puffiness. We're talking about reduction of crow's feet. Elasticity, how firm is your skin? An average 82% increase in 1 hour. 4 weeks, 138%. 6 weeks, 143%. Again, we show you our lowest, our highest. Our lowest is going to be on our 20-year-olds. Our highest is going to be on our 70-year-olds.
And then we have hydration.
So hydration gives you firmness, gives you brightness, gives you smoothness. So when I say we, the independent clinical testing house measured it 12 hours after the first and initial application. On average, 140% more hydrated 12 hours later. Doesn't take 12 hours to work. After 12 hours, you're still 140% on average.
Yeah.
Again, we show you our lowest and our highest. I don't know any brand in the world which shows you their lowest.
No.
Again, our highest will be on our 70-year-olds. Our lowest will be on our 20-year-olds.
One of the things I've also noticed, Richard, is you don't have any magic special proprietary branded trademarked names in. Why is that?
Because it's smoke and mirrors. So, I mean, I've been involved in the development of thousands of products. So, let's say Rob comes to me and says, I want a new skincare brand. I say, okay, do you want to open a bottle or real? And he'll give me whatever the answer is. He said, but I want a unique ingredient. I'll say, well, there aren't any. He says, yeah, but I want one. So we go, okay. And I'll make it a bit stupid just to illustrate the point. What we'll do then, Rob, is we will make a new ingredient. And what we'll do is we'll get some hot water at a temperature that only you and I know. And in a quantity only you and I know. And then we will take some coffee from a brand that only you and I know. And we'll add an amount that only you and I know. And we'll put it in the cup. And we will stir it a number of times that only you and I know. Then we'll get some milk and some sugar in quantities that only you and I know. And then I would say, Rob, what's your initials? RL. What year were you born?
71. It's true.
So we'll call it RL71.
Yeah.
And then we'll put some RL71 in every bottle. And what does RL71 do? It's got water. Water's good, right? It's got moisturization properties. Good, tick. It's got caffeine. Increase in blood flow, increase in energy. This is good. It's got sugar. Sugars are good within the skin. It gives you energy. It's got milk. Milk has got proteins on it. So all of a sudden, you've got a lot of what's called semi-claims.
Yeah, editorial
on a product, but it's got nothing unique in it.
And also it's quoting the benefits of the ingredients, not the product itself.
Indeed. But if you look up the chemical dictionary, RL71 does not exist.
No. Now, the other thing, so with the eye serum and all of the products from MIE, the ingredients in them, I know Richard never talks about ingredients, but whatever is in there, the active stuff that make these work, that make the product work, it's the product that works, not just because of the ingredient or because the ingredients in them. But you put them in meaningful quantities sufficient that they do work. But I've noticed, now what was this thing about contains this percentage of something and then there's another percentage that's mentioned on the bottle? What's all that about?
Well, it's a bit like what I was saying about the ingredients. So, you will see things that say contains X percent. So contains 10%. Let's say hyaluronic acid, because that's the one that usually is.
Yes,
is
and
the
what
one,
we're coming to next,
vitamin C.
or we could come to now if you want.
That's the other one that say 10% vitamin C, 15% hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
There's an advert on TV from a major brand, and you will see it. And then
should we move to the hyaluronic acid now while you're telling this story? Because this is pertinent to that.
So verbally it says contains 3% hyaluronic acid. If you look at the small print underneath, it says contains 0.47% hyaluronic acid.
How?
How can both statements be true?
Yeah.
So, let's say we have 3 cups of hot water in front of us. In cup 1, we put a spoonful of coffee. In cup 2, we put 2 spoons of coffee. In cup 3, we put 3 spoons of coffee. We stir it. All 3 of these are now coffee. I could put 15% of coffee 1, 15% of coffee 2, 15% of coffee 3. The only time I have 15% coffee is if I take the coffee at 15% and put it in.
Yeah.
So all 3 of those are coffee, but they've been diluted down. So I could put 15% in of cup 1
Yeah.
and say 15% coffee. No, it's not 15% what's called 15% active, 15% pure activity.
Yeah.
So you have to be slightly careful.
You've got to watch out, yeah.
You know, if something says 15%, what it should be is right at the top of the ingredients list. So if it says 15% hyaluronic acid and sodium hyaluronate is not number 1 or number 2 on the list, you know it doesn't contain 15%.
It's a percentage of the dilution of 15%, essentially.
Yeah, 15%.
Yeah.
Yes. So
you
the
got
sodium hyaluronate itself
Yeah.
would be much lower down.
So you got a cup, it's got 15% milk in it. But I take a little pipette and I drop something into another cup. That's got the 15% concentration, but only a very small percentage
Yes.
of it. Yeah, understood. So on this, I'm presuming the sodium hyaluronate is fairly high up the list then?
Yeah, so this is, I only know of one product in the world that has a higher level of hyaluronic than this in
Like my
the
little
product.
display.
And that is another one of my brands. So,
Yes, yes, yes.
so also this hyaluronic, we're using 3 separate molecular weights of hyaluronic acid. What does that mean? It means there's 3 separate molecular weights go into 3 separate layers of your skin. And these are advanced hyaluronics. So normal hyaluronics are okay. I've never been a big fan of them per se. Advanced hyaluronics, I've become a fan of them. Why are advanced hyaluronics different? Well, number 1, they can be 20, 30, 40, 50 times the price. Number 2, advanced hyaluronics hold more water, hold more moisture than normal. So they hold 25% more. What does that mean? That means you've got 25% more plumping. You've got 25% more wrinkle reduction. Next, they have very, very long-lasting activity levels. So hyaluronic acid is a natural substance within your body. Your body has to get rid of it. Normal hyaluronics after 6 hours are down at 75% activity. Advanced hyaluronics are still at 98% activity. They also have significant effects on wrinkle reduction, even within 15 minutes. This product has similar effects to injectables. In fact, one of the hyaluronics in here is exactly the same as you'd have injected. Lastly, they actually trigger your skin to create more of its own hyaluronic acid. So you get what's called double bubble. Now, what's this going to do? It's going to brighten, plump, and deeply hydrate very, very quickly. So it's good for anyone. Brilliant. If you are much older, if you are a lady who is peri or post-menopause, this is going to change your life. What we're going to do, so let's just talk about menopause for a minute. We all lose collagen production at about 1% a year from sort of mid-20s, just as a general thing. Ladies, when you hit menopause, you lose 20 to 30% in that short period of time. What does that do? Imagine an air mattress. You blow it up, and it's very, very firm. That's when you're 20. As we age, it goes zzz.
Yes.
Menopause goes,
Oh.
and all of a sudden your skin becomes a lot looser. Your wrinkles become more pronounced. Your skin looks sallow, looks more dull. Gentlemen, if you're much older, we don't have that menopausal loss, but your skin becomes looser. What this does immediately, and when I say immediately, I mean immediate, is it pumps your mattress back up like that. So how you apply it? this is how I apply it. You can apply it any way you want, but this is how I apply it.
Yeah.
And I use this product now religiously.
On the this is on the face, presumably. Yeah. Okay.
One pump in the middle of your palm of your hand. That's all you need is one pump. It's a very mobile liquid. It's very easy to spread around. Bring your hands together, twist, pull them apart, and then just literally press it in and then smooth it in. That's all you do. Just gently smooth it in. Now, the moment you take your hands away from your face, touch it again, the product's gone. Your skin literally drinks this up. So before you apply it, what I want you to do is take your finger, gently prod your skin. Just gently prod. Don't stab it. Gently prod it. All you're doing is trying to feel the bounce within your skin. Apply the product. Immediately take your finger and do the same again. You will immediately, there and then, feel it go dump. It'll go better and better and better and better for the first 18 hours.
Wow.
18 hours, it gets better and better and better and better and better. Now with this product, if you're older, use it night and morning and use it first. Your skin literally drinks that product in. It will change. If you are much older or if you're post-menopause, this will change your life. How fast will it change your life? That fast. If you are younger, you can use it instead of a hydrator. You can use it instead of a moisturizer.
And these are all, you can use all of these in your 20s as preventative measures, presumably.
Yeah.
So start
but
using
this
this now.
specifically will absolutely change your life if you are much older, if you have looser skin, if you are peri, post or during menopause. This will change your life. It literally builds up your mattress.
So we've got some questions actually around menopause, and as we come to the last sort of 5 minutes of the show, so Pauline was asking about lifting and firming a double chin.
Double chin. So the skin around your neck and chin are different to the skin around your face. Specifically, the neck and neck will greatly change that. So double chin can be caused by lots and lots and lots of different
details
things.
on the screen now, by the way.
But you can, if you use our neck and chest, that will change that very, very quickly. So it's just different skin, different things down here, neck and chest.
And look, there. Oh no!
That's live.
There you go.
In the studio.
That happened in how long?
I think that was about 20, 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes.
And you can see, so it's firmer, yes, but look at the jawline. Look at the jawline. It's firmed it up. Yeah.
Extraordinary. And she uses this. In fact, we can't even use her as a model anymore because she uses this all the time. So she always looks like the after, not the before.
Correct.
I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? So hopefully that answers your question, Pauline. We're going to go back to the AM, PM, and we'll also just answer a couple more questions before the end of the show.
Yeah.
You've got to check out and pay and buy, or you're not going to get it. We've got so many of you who've got this in your basket. You are, honestly, you're doing yourself, I believe, a massive disservice if you don't start using this immediately. Really and truly. So some questions then, please, Leslie. Julie has found the show very interesting. Thank you, Julie. Nothing to do with me, of course. But she's bought 6 products.
Oh, wow.
How soon will they arrive? We always quote 3 to 5 days, but this will go out Monday, presumably, won't it?
They'll all get shipped Monday, yeah.
Yeah, so, and is it, what is it? Is it you that does the tracked delivery or 48-hour delivery? So Monday, Tuesday, you probably get them by Wednesday then. Yeah.
Well,
hopefully,
Julie, what you should do is just make sure Leslie in the studio knows your order number.
Yeah.
And I'll put a little extra in.
Oh.
As long as I know the order number. If I don't know the order number, I can't. But if you let Leslie know, however you just communicated it.
Studio at shopontv.co.uk. Yeah.
We will put a little extra in, just because you...
See, sometimes it pays to get in touch with the show, doesn't it? Look at that, Mr. Generous. Say it again, Leslie. Sorry, I was busy talking. Ella, Isaac, Karis and Anna say great to see you back, which is fantastic. And are enjoying the show. Thank you very much. We also had a very nice testimonial from Samantha. It's too long too long to read out, but you had a consultation with her, I believe, or did she have a consultation, or she did? She did. So with Anne-Marie, so apparently is thrilled. So general message. What are the highlights of the message, Leslie? Using AM/PM for about a month, found the dark patches of skin that she had the consultation about noticeably reduced.
Yes.
And now barely visible.
I remember this one.
Oily skin on her forehead and nose completely gone. She'd given up hope, and now she's had the solution. So we'll share some excerpts in the next show.
Yeah, if you have darker spots, if you use the night cream, what we will say is, on average, we will reduce the colour intensity by 57% within 12 weeks. 99 times out of 100 will do a higher amount and a quicker time frame, but our claim has to be the one we can prove, which is 57%, 12 weeks.
See, ladies and gentlemen,
thank you, Samantha.
This man is legit, and the company is legit. And who else on television will give you a £500 consultation free of charge just because you contacted the show? And they have also the products, and these aren't even all the products. I mean, a lot more of them are on the website, but there are others still. I mean, to back it all up, and it's all backed by science. It's backed by years, decades of Richard. Not too many decades, obviously. You can tell he's very young. But you know, again, this man is
way past 6 now.
Well, you know, but he's the formulator. He's the man in the white coat. He's the man with the pipette and the Bunsen burner. I don't. Do you use a Bunsen burner?
No.
No. Right. And and you've created formulations for, you know, everybody. And you always say you've never met anyone. So what's your quote again?
I've never met any woman in the UK who hasn't used a product I've been involved with ever.
And also,
we make them for Hollywood parties. We make the best, the biggest post. What are they called? Oscars party.
Oh yeah, the Oscars. I've been to one of those. Very, very good fun.
We made products that go for over £900 a jar.
Yeah, this is literally, if you wanted, you know, Hollywood's formulator, this is him. Pam Dove says, my son is sitting with me. He's so glad for your products that I bought him for Christmas. You're a clever man. She's there obviously talking to you. We are so happy for your serums. Thank you. Thank you, Pam.
Thank you, Pam.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Richard. We're out of time. I mean, I love these shows. I honestly, we're going to be doing
your hands.
I know, it's still so much softer. Hands that do dishes. No, that's a different thing altogether. That's it for me this week. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next Thursday. Sean and Haley are with you tomorrow night. From all of us here, bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.